Are you dating anyone right now? And if you can't say, just tell me. Am I doing it already?
I am.
You are dating someone.
Yeah. So we're taking nice and slow, not putting it in the public forum, not having them on TLC, not.
No. Just
try and find some normality out of all the madness.
How long you guys been dating?
A few months now.
And this is a nice British girl. No more American girls?
Not British.
Okay. All right. So you're dating, and are you able to see her with the quarantine?
Through video chat, I guess. That's about it.
Okay, so she's not like in your town?
No.
Okay.
Okay. I have to say that night we went out in New York was so much fun.
Yes, dude. Okay, so you and I, we met at the bar. We had messaged a little bit about an interview, and then we wound up hanging out. That was
fun, wasn't it?
We went to that was a weird event, though, right? We went to
the event with all the housewives, and only one of the housewives turned up.
Right. It was supposed to be an event with Cynthia Bailey, and then it was a whole event for her. And then the guests didn't even show up, but it was nice, right? I mean, it was.
Yeah, it was great. I enjoyed dancing in the DJ box with the DJ. That was fun.
Yes. Let me tell you guys something. I've been around a lot of countries. We didn't even get through the door. The guy at the door looked at Tom and started freaking out. But
I love those. It's like, the guys, they're like, my wife loves you.
Yeah. But everywhere we went to the cigar bar, and then we went to a bar in Midtown. The guys at the bar, remember that the guys at the bar in Midtown Manhattan recognized.
Oh, they were all buying me drinks, weren't they? It was nuts.
Yeah,
that was crazy. I forgot about that. I was like well gone by that time. I went on this show not knowing what it was. I told you at the time. I didn't even really know what the show was about. And in hindsight, I probably should have watched it. But you end up in this area of like television, and I was just myself. So good, bad, and ugly. You got all of me. I wasn't pretending to be anything else. I was just myself. So I think I kind of upset people because in the first series, people are like, he's such a gentleman. I've never said that. I've never said I'm a gentleman. It's just a perception of someone. So by the second series, by saying and doing certain things, obviously that's changed perception of me somewhat. But I'm all of those things. I'm kind, loving, and I'm an obnoxious pig as well at times. So I own it, and I hold my hands up. If I've done something wrong, at least I apologize for it. So, but it's crazy because it opens up so many other doors to things that you'd never even dream of doing.
Like what about, I mean, since you started being on the show, have you got a lot of like celebrities, like what can you say, like what celebrities have reached out to you? Like, how has that been? Because I can tell, I've known Ashley has been a friend of mine for a while, and I've known different people from the show, and they've always told me how, it's great that the fans are so into it. There's 3.3 million people that watch it. Yeah. And then I started doing the interviews. I was like, I have like a small take of what you guys must go through as far as.
It's crazy.
Wow. They're really.
I always made a point of kind of, because the way I work, I've always got like 3 or 4 hours either on a plane or a train or in a cab. So I respond to everyone. I always have. And it's funny because it's like, you do have celebrities contact you, and it's like, I think for me it's been one of the most humbling experiences in my life, because I don't consider myself to be a celebrity. I just went and did a show. And when I'm in the US, like you said, we go out and I get so much attention. I don't get that here. I walk down the street, no one knows me. It's wonderful.
What celebrity, like, is it public at all? Like, what celebrities, like, are people reaching out to you?
Well, I had like Richard Greco from 21 Jump Street. We've become like really, really good friends.
And just through the show. So he saw you.
Yeah, we started talking about a year ago, and like he's invited me to go and see him in Cali, so I'll go and do that when all this is over, I guess. But yeah, I had like Seth Rogen start following me.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like kind of like, oh my God, he actually watches the show. Oh, what did I say? But even down to like the cast members that have been on the show before, I still like, even Angela. Like, I've met Angela, and out of all the people I've met, she was the one that I kind of really got on with the most and kept in contact with. But even that, for me, I was a bit starstruck. It's like, she's been on it for so many years.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
and she's just such a character. You know what's really funny about me is if you said something that hit a nerve that was actually genuinely true, then I'd probably be upset about it,
Yeah.
which I didn't really give much of my life outside of what you saw on TV. So there's nothing that they can really attack me. If I posted a picture of my niece who was like 4 and somebody's making horrible comments, and I was abusive with them because I don't tolerate that.
Yeah.
But I need to. That's the one thing I wish I could stop, because it's like, if I don't mind what you say about me, it's great. I actually have fun with it. It's like how many like messages that are negative can I respond to and have fun and get to a point where they're enraged and then just block them? It's funny. I have fun with it.
You could be the president of the United States. You're a good troll. That's fire. So yeah, how do you deal with that? So I mean, now that stresses a lot of people out. Like where there's, I know that with Lisa, she's posted about the interview that we did and everything, and but won't let you comment because they're pretty brutal with her. And I realize it's probably a personality thing, because I get a lot of negative comments, and I love it. I'm like, okay, just let people speak their mind. I don't really.
I think there's so many people don't realize that if they come on your page and leave whatever they put, it's actually helping you with the algorithm. So it's like, come and say what you want. I don't mind.
Yeah.
It's
so
fun.
It's never gotten like, what if they talk about your family? Like, is that where it crosses the line?
Yeah, I think so. When some people are they call my sister out and I defend her because that's what I do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she does like her and my mother like troll my trolls. To a point where it's like, can you stop doing that for a little while? No, it's just the only thing that anyone's bothered me about is when they attack my niece, because like, what's a 4-year-old child got to do with it?
Yeah.
Because they say it's really odd. If you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So it's like, why do you take so many selfies? And it's like, because Instagram's about content and I don't pay a full-time photographer. So then it's like, okay, maybe they're right. Maybe it's too many. So you go and get a full-time photographer to take photos. Who do you think you are? Do you think you're a celebrity? So you can't win. It's like, oh, why don't you post more stuff about your family? And then you do, and then they attack your family. So it's like, you can't actually win.
What's the craziest thing that a fan done? Are they like, are you signing babies? Are people getting your name tattooed on?
Oh, no. I think the best one I had, I did a meet and greet in Canada. And there was a tattoo parlor next door. And Nancy, the woman, she said, I'm your biggest fan in Canada. And she was a great personality. And she's like, I'd love for you to sign my finger. So I sign a finger, and beknown to me, she goes next door and has my signature tattooed on her finger.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the crazy bit. She said, you know something? If you don't like it, fuck you. And if you do, I'm going to go home and you. So I think that was the best one. And then there's a lot of people that cry.
They cry when they meet you?
Yeah. And there's always that like huge shock of them actually meeting you. And it's like, you've met me. I'm just a normal guy. I don't.
Now, do you watch Big Ed Rose?
The one scene I saw with him was the mouthwash incident. And he kept giving her toothbrushes and mouthwash and stuff, which I thought was a bit off. But there was one scene, and it's just in my head. It was when they came to the table, he's like, I've got the most romantic table with the best view. And the waiter comes over. In my mind, it was like, garçon, 2 glasses of your finest mouthwash, please. But that's about it. That's all. Yeah, I don't really. I think, because you talk to people, I don't want I understand how it's produced, so I don't want me watching their story and then it cloud my judgment as to who they are as people. So I tend not to.
Who are you like in communication with that's on this season? Like, are you hanging out with people? Like, are there people that you kind of go back or like? Is there anyone that
I'll hang out with Ash. He's a good character. He reminds me of a friend. You just like, you meet someone and you talk and it's the same banter, and so yeah we get on really well. Lisa I've spoken to, Usman I've spoken to, Stephanie, Erica, David. David's actually a really nice guy. I like David. I've got a lot of time for David.
Really? I mean,
yeah.
But it's difficult. Like, if you've watched with David, I mean, would you be able to do what he's doing? I mean, 7 years of like, I mean, isn't it a little bit psychotic?
You know me, don't you? Enough to know that.
Be a tough one, but I mean, it's hard. I want to like him, but it's so crazy. It's like, dude, 7 years you didn't meet someone. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's like mentally stable, or maybe I'm just misreading.
No, I don't judge them from what I see. Like I said, I judge them for like who I've met or how they've spoken with me or how we engage. So just no, I have a lot of time for him. He's a very interesting person. Um, so yeah,
Is Ash misunderstood? Because he gets a lot of hate too, or people. I
I
mean,
love to. I have so much fun with him. I'll ring him up in the middle of the night or whatever, and I'll just go, I've got a really important question to ask you. And he'll go, okay, yeah, fire away. What is it? And I go, what's in the nothing box?
does he get your humor? Does he get
Yes.
it? I know geographical divide there. I was like, I don't know if you get it. That's now. So there's a lot of girls that are messaging while we're talking that be in love with you. So
Okay.
I know that you're dating someone right now, but there's a chance that that might not work out. You know, and what is it? What is it that you're looking for in a woman?
I think this time when I'm looking for someone, I really need someone that's kind of loving and caring first and foremost for themselves,
Yeah,
and someone that doesn't work in television.
right.
Someone that's just got their normal 9 to 5, goes to work, has their routine, likes to go out and enjoy life. It's hard. You like being in the public eye and having a relationship is the hardest thing you could imagine.
Yeah,
And it's distorted because even myself, I've looked at stuff and I can't remember it ever happening like that.
right.
So like it's kind of you get a warped sense of what actually was, and then you question yourself, and then you have hundreds of people, thousands of people questioning you, questioning your relationship, and then that puts doubt in your mind. So I don't think I'd want to do that again.
Now, have you ever been married? I don't know.
I haven't. No. I was with someone for 8 years. I have a daughter with her, which I that's one thing I would thank Darcey for. Is I said I don't want her bringing up in the show, which she didn't. They live in Switzerland.
Yeah.
So I wanted that. I didn't even want that involving in the show. So yeah, I've had like long relationships. I'm not just a revolving door, as my sister likes to call me.
But you do want to get married, so
Yeah, eventually.
yeah,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. I'm not. I don't know if I want a family
yeah,
in terms of more children. I think that's a huge commitment. So unless it's with the right person, then no. But yeah, of course, I'd like to meet someone that I want to spend the rest of my life with. I think we all do at some point.
of course, yeah. And then
We can't just go out every like Friday night and sit in champagne and cigar bars, can we?
I don't know. Yeah, eventually they're going to close. Yeah, you're right. Or I'll die of lung cancer.
Yeah.
You were friends with Darcey for so long, right? I mean, you guys just not talking at all anymore? Like, is it because it's? I mean, you're friends with her. You're young, right? Like, you've known her for is it over 10?
Yeah. No, about 5, just maybe 6 years almost.
6 years? Yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean,
maybe.
because I was married for 16 years, and then we got separated, and we still text a lot and hang out because it's like regardless, we're still friends, you know. So I mean, I know it's difficult, you know.
Yeah, we kind of haven't had that.
No.
And I think for what like until all this blows over, it's like you're
Yeah.
still living in the story. It's like it happened so long ago, and you're having to relive it, and then you're in the midst of like you're having to relive it all over again. So you can't really detract from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. She'll always be my friend.
One person wrote in a question: how did you meet Darcey?
On Facebook, I had a Brazilian sportswear brand that I was selling in Argentina, and I wanted an American brand to put in the store, and she was selling House of 11, and it seemed like a pretty good brand. Demi Lovato had been wearing it, and like one of the guys who sings Happy and stuff. So we started talking about bringing from America to Argentina her brand, which was so difficult at the time because of the import and export licenses. More so things entering into Argentina. So we became friends, and yeah, the rest is history, I guess.
I was talking to Lisa, right? And girls are hitting up Usman, and it seems like a very difficult situation for them where, you know, I think they don't realize, you know, if you just start bonding, you know, it doesn't mean that you're, you know, that you're,
I get everything from people messaging me and it's like, hi, how are you? And I say, okay. And the next thing it's a naked picture.
Really?
Like, seriously, to really nice, genuine people that are just like, I've seen you on the show, a really nice person, to people that just can't stand you, which is just like, why wouldn't you take the time out of your day to stop by and spend 25 minutes writing me an essay about how much you don't like me? I never got that. Yeah, people that just want to trap you. So there's a lot of, I think this year in particular, more so than the first season I was on, there's so many false accounts and people just trying to steal a little bit of the attention. And it's like, oh, I know, I'll message every guy that's in the show the same message. That one's messaged me back. Let's have fun with them. And unfortunately, if you engage, then they print it all over the internet. So
they try to trap you into like saying something, what, like inappropriate or like sexy with them or flirting?
Yeah, I was going to send someone a cock pic, but I couldn't get it all in the monitor.
A lot of the cast members have been getting death threats. People taking it that far, like gone that far with you, where people are like,
I had all my car tires slashed.
You had your tires slashed?
Yeah, and I've had like one person removed from the property as well. Yeah.
What did they do? They removed from the property? Is that what you said?
Yeah, just continually coming over, and every time I kind of came through the lobby, they wanted to like get a photo or talk, because I had to have them removed from the building.
Oh my God! And where was that? Where was the tire slashing? Was that in the UK or in New York?
Yeah, in the UK. Yeah.
Did they leave a note or something, or?
No, but it was the weekend after the "Have you put on weight" comment. So.
So it was it was one of my people. It was a fat person. Yeah.
Like in fairness, I never said she was fat, and I never said I didn't like her bigger.
Are you okay with bigger women? Because it's
of course, yeah.
Yeah. So
no, I like a nice arse.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of people are commenting about her lips. I mean, is that something like that bothers you?
That's even, like, for me, that's kind of, like, for one to talk about someone else, unless it's in fun and joke and it's for reasons, one, I probably don't want to talk about it. But if I can talk about my own experience,
yeah,
you get offered all these treatments for free, and you go along and you have like a little bit of stuff done in your eyes, and you think, oh, that looks better. And then you go back and before you know it, you've had like fillers in your cheeks, and like, I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, what have we done? I can't even smile anymore.
So
I went for cold sculpting. I had like 5 grand's worth of cold sculpting where they freeze the fat in your stomach, and I felt like I'd been kicked by a horse.
Oh my God! Yeah, I've heard about this. So what you're like? What are they? What is that? Because one of my clients is Dr. Miami, who's a plastic, and I don't really know how it all works, and I'm really squeamish. I've been in the operating room and I almost passed out. True story. So I mean, like, what is cold sculpting?
They freeze the areas of fat, and then over 90 days it breaks down the molecular structure, and the fat doesn't come back in the same place.
And it works?
Yeah.
So would you stomach? Because you lost, what, 55 pounds, right?
Yeah, so I had all my stomach done, and I actually got to a point where I looked really thin. I actually lost too much weight, because you become obsessed with it, don't you?
Maybe. I see a lot of comments about me smoking. It's okay to smoke cigars. You don't smoke, though, do you? We smoke.
Yeah, we smoke cigars. Yeah.
Yeah. I smoke too. I see all your hateful comments about the cigars. Cigars are good. So what are you promoting now?
I got to fly to Vegas when I can, because I'm going to have all veneers done. So I'll be promoting. Yeah, I thought, why not?
I need them done too. The veneers. Is it 1,000? Now, did you get a deal because of your notoriety, or is it 1,000?
Yeah, I get it's $25,000 worth of teeth for nothing, as long as they can film me having it done.
That's right. That's the way.
Yeah, so I'll have those done, and that's it. And then the only other thing is my friend Jen, who you know, who does. Yeah, I'll go and get some. She does Brotox, so have a little bit of Brotox now and again, and that's it.
Have you done any treatments yet?
Yeah, I did some with it. They were great. But when I come back to New York, we should go and get it done together. That'll be fun. Yeah.
I'll definitely do it. And you should come on. You know the trips with Jen that we were with in New York. You know.
Yeah.
Now, are you allowed to go on any of those?
Yeah, I can. It's crazy. It's like, can I do an interview with you and talk about the show? No, but I consider you as a friend. We've hung out.
Yeah.
So I can talk to my friend, and it's like, if Jen wants us all to hang out and go on vacation, I'll come.
But I appreciate you coming out.
No, it's been good catching up. And when I'm back in New York, we'll have to hang out.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.